Hi there, everyone. My name is Carlos Leal. Welcome to episode number 7 of my weekly show. And I want to talk about a topic that was kind of polemic in the city a couple of years ago that created a special movement, which is the movement for defending the water. In Mexicali, I'm going to talk about the context of the city where I live. Mexicali, as well, the entire state of Baja California, it is one of those places in the world where we don't have an easy access to water. At least Mexicali has the easier way, as we have direct access to the Colorado River. And since water it is actually a very serious topic here in the state, there have been a lot of movements that were created to create efforts to keep water, to save water, since it is a very serious element that if it runs out, it can create a pretty terrible crisis here in the region. So, and I forgot to mention that in cities from the coast like Tijuana, Rosarito, Ensenada, and Tecate are cities that have a more difficult access to water. So, because of this, they create a special river directly from the Colorado River that can actually help to send that water to the coastal cities of Baja California. And now, returning to the topic that I wanted to talk, it was because in 2020 or 2019, I don't remember, but it was like 5 years ago, it was announced that it was about to be built here in Mexicali, a brewing company called Constellation Brands. And since it required a lot of water for making the beers, that created a lot of controversy here in the city. And it was one of the reasons that it started a movement that it was La Defensa del Agua, or known in English, Defending of the Water, as many locals were not agreed with the installation of that company. And since water crisis can become a serious topic in a couple of years, so a lot of people decided to start that movement, make local manifestations around the city, and even it got so far that movement that it decided it was planned to make a referendum to decide either a company was allowed to stay here or it was forced to move out. And as expected, the option for moving out of the city won. So Constellation Brand wasn't allowed to continue their construction and their eventual operations get canceled. So it means that Mexicali, at least they're not gonna have to worry for water, or at least to extremely get worried about water, even though as citizens we need to still keep doing all of our efforts to save water so our next generations can still have access to these special resources. I hope you like this episode. I'll see you next time. Peace.